If you need a miracle, maybe the best thing that you could do is ask Jesus for a command. Jesus' commands are not intended to be burdensome. They're actually intended to be blessings. I was taught many years ago that inside of every divine command that there lies a promise. After Peter and his fishing crew had that long and exhausting, futile night of fishing out on the Sea of Galilee, Jesus gave them a command that must have seemed exasperating. Put out into the deep, Jesus said. Let down your nets for a catch. Simon Peter probably rolled his eyes. Master, we have worked and toiled all night long and we have caught nothing. This is found in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 5, verse 5. But Peter obediently, along with the other fishermen, they rowed back out into the deep. They cast their nets, and soon their nets were breaking, and their boats, they were sinking. The command, let down your nets, was not a life-draining burden. Jesus' command was actually a life-giving miracle. We are under a new covenant that is teeming with grace. We're no longer slaves to a cycle of sin and punishment and death. We are free. God has blessed us fully through the finished work of Jesus. There is no more work of salvation or healing or restoration for us to do. So when Jesus gives a command, he's not a sergeant that is barking out orders to a lowly private. No, he is our co-heir who is sharing his inheritance with us. When Jesus told the man with the disability to stretch out his hand, the man stretched it out and it was fully restored. Matthew said when Jesus commanded a paralyzed man to get up and take up your bed and walk, it released a miracle. I think Peter eventually started to realize the life-giving freedom of Jesus' commands. Because remember that time when Peter saw Jesus walking out to him and the disciples on the water, and Peter said, Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water. In his first short epistle, John summed it up best when he said this: the love of God is seen when we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not burdensome, but they are loving and power. So if you need a miracle, ask Jesus to give you a command. And if he tells you to go and cast your net out into the deep for a big catch, you'll soon be spilling over with lots of fish. This is good news. Amen.